Hey guys, real quick before the video starts, I just wanted to say apologies if you hear noise in the background. I am filming this as it is currently storming outside, so, yeah, just if you hear occasional thunder, that's why. It's storming outside, and this is the last moment I have to record this, so, yeah.
So Sonic 1 was a smash hit, hitting record sales and finally gave Mario some competition. And just 1 year later, Sega followed it up with a sequel, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Unlike Sonic 1, Sonic 2 was actually developed here in the West. It also introduced us to a new character in the series, Miles Prower, aka Tails.
Let's start with the story.
So shortly after the events of Sonic CD, more on that in the next video, Sonic travels to a nearby island called West Side Island, where he meets up with a two-tailed fox named Miles Prower. Sonic befriends him and ends up calling him Tails. After discovering the existence of the 7th Chaos Emerald, losing the other 6, and finding Robotnik on the island, the two set out to take care of him. Sonic controls pretty much exactly the same as he did in Sonic 1, with one major adjustment. Sonic now has a new move called the Spin Dash. When at a standstill, hold down and then mash the jump button to charge up a spin dash. The more you charge it up, the faster you'll go. Once you let go of the down button, you'll rocket off in the direction you were facing. I honestly love this addition as it makes getting through the levels a lot easier and more fun. Not only can you play as Sonic, but also Tails. Tails controls exactly the same as Sonic, so it's really just an aesthetic choice. You can't even fly as Tails. You see him flying when following Sonic, but when playing as him? Nope. The special zones also return, this time being referred to as special stages. Unlike in Sonic 1, where you had to reach the end of the level with 50 or more rings, this time you just need 50 or more rings when crossing a checkpoint. When doing that, a ring of sparkles will appear above the checkpoint. Jump in and you'll be transported to the special stage. This time around you run along a half pipe, collecting a certain amount of rings before reaching this gate and watching out for bombs. These special stages suck! They are the worst style of special stage in the entire series, and getting the emeralds is a nightmare. And that sucks too, because collecting all the emeralds nets you a really cool reward. With all 7 emeralds collected, upon grabbing 50 rings and jumping, Sonic will transform into Super Sonic. Essentially a parody of Dragon Ball's Super Saiyan, Super Sonic is a powered-up beast, allowing you to move a lot faster, jump a lot higher, and also make you invincible. Except against drowning, bottomless pits, and being crushed. Also be careful, because being supersonic also drains your ring count. You lose 1 ring per second, so just keep collecting rings. Now on to the levels themselves. Unlike Sonic 1, which only had 6 zones with 3 acts each and a bonus final zone, Sonic 2 has 11 zones, with the first 7 being 2 acts each, the 8th being 3 acts, and the final 3 being 1 act each. The first level is Emerald Hill Zone. It's essentially just Green Hill 2.0. Fun fact, in the beta version of this game, Emerald Hill was literally just called Green Hill. I think the emerald part of the name is also a double entendre. Not only is emerald a shade of green, but it's also possible to collect all 7 Chaos Emeralds in this one zone. The second level is Chemical Plant Zone, my favorite in the entire game. Not only is it filled with tons of slopes allowing you to get your speed up, but it also has some kick-ass music. Of course, this level also has its fair share of slow bits, but if you know where you're going, it's easy to avoid them. Also, there's water in Act 2, but again, if you know where you're going, it won't be a hazard at all. The third level is Aquatic Ruin Zone, this game's water level. Unlike Labyrinth, it's a lot faster paced, and it's possible to avoid the water entirely. So, we have a water level where it's possible to not enter the water at all. The fourth level is Casino Night Zone, introducing a staple in the Sonic series, casino levels. This level is filled to the brim with slot machines, pinball flippers, and bumpers. Plus, it has one of the jazziest songs in Sonic history. The 5th level is Hilltop Zone. It's Emerald Hill, but blue. That's it. Okay, sure, there are lava pits, but overall this level is pretty mundane. The 6th level is Mystic Cave Zone. It's exactly what it says, a cave level. Not much to really say about it. Okay, there is this one pit where if you fall into it, you'll be stuck. There's no way to jump out, and if you're supersonic, you'll just have to wait until you run out of rings or get a time over, whichever comes first. The 7th level is Oil Ocean Zone. I hate this level. Sure, it has great music, but overall, I hate this level. There's oil pits you can sink in, annoying enemies, pistons that can hurt you. It can get really tedious really quick. And we follow up that tediousness with the worst level in the game, the 8th level, Metropolis Zone. This level is Scrap Brain on crack. Confusing layouts, borderline asinine gimmicks, and the enemies. Oh, the enemies. Shellcrackers, Asterons, and worst of all, Slicers. These enemies are placed in some of the worst spots, making it impossible to avoid taking a hit. Also, this level is the only level in the game to have 3 acts instead of 2. The 9th level is Sky Chase Zone. It's boring. You stand on the tornado and just avoid enemies and collect rings. Not that interesting. The 10th level is Winged Fortress Zone. It's essentially just Sky Chase Act 2, but this time you're on Robotnik's airship. This level can be really long if there weren't an exploit. Shortly into the level, there's these fans that are meant to stop you from continuing onward and take the long way around. But if you have rings or a shield, you can take a hit, allowing you to use your invincibility frames to go right through, effectively skipping half the level. The 11th and final level of the game is Death Egg Zone. It's just 2 bosses, so let's go ahead and talk about those. Emerald Hill's boss is a drill car. It'll drive around trying to hit you. After taking 7 hits, Robotnik will shoot the drill out at you, so you have to jump over it. Chemical Plant's boss has Robotnik sucking up the toxic chemicals and trying to drop them on Sonic, but if you crouch while he does so, you can avoid getting hit. Aquatic Ruins boss has Robotnik trying to crush you with a hammer, but it's really slow, so it's easy to avoid. You have to get to the top of these totem poles to hit him, though. Casino Knight's boss has Robotnik dropping spiked bombs on you while you try to hit him using the pinball gimmicks. Hilltop's boss has Robotnik peeking out of the lava and shooting fire at you. Nothing more to it than that. Mystic Cave's boss has Robotnik drilling into the mines, dropping spikes on you that you have to avoid. Oil Ocean's boss has Robotnik peeking out of the oil before using a tentacle to shoot a laser at Sonic. Metropolis's boss has Robotnik with 7 mini-Robotniks circling around him. Once all 7 are gone, he'll try to shoot a laser at Sonic. Sky Chase doesn't have a boss. Wing Fortress's boss has Robotnik shooting a laser at Sonic. I'm starting to notice a pattern here. But this time you have to hit the device shooting the laser using the spiked platform. Then finally there's Death Egg Zone. So, the Death Egg is essentially a parody of Star Wars' Death Star, but it has Robotnik's face on it. The first boss is Silver Sonic. Just hit him while he's not in a ball and you'll be fine. Then finally there's the Death Egg Robot. This boss has so many things that can kill you, and you have to do it with no rings. Plus, unlike all the other bosses which take 8 hits to destroy, this one takes 12. 12! Once you destroy it, the Death Egg explodes, Sonic falls to his death, but is saved in the nick of time by Tails. It's honestly one of the best endings in a Sonic game. Unless you have all the emeralds, in which case Sonic will just fly down to Super Sonic, kind of negating Tails' need to come up here. I honestly prefer the bad ending because it makes Tails a hero. He saves Sonic from falling to his death.
So before we wrap up this review, let's go ahead and take a look at the remastered version.
So, just like Sonic 1, Sonic 2 also got a remaster by Christian Whitehead. It essentially does the same thing for Sonic 2 that the other one did for Sonic 1, so there's not a whole lot to talk about. Well, except for one thing. This version has a quote-unquote new level. I say new in quotes because it's actually a scrapped level from the original Sonic 2 called Hidden Palace Zone. It's accessed by falling into that damn pit in Mystic Cave, but instead of there being spikes, you'll just fall into Hidden Palace Zone. Anyways, it's a single act where you traverse through various tubes and water sections before coming to the boss. The boss has Robotnik using a giant trombone to send down spike bombs. You just gotta get the big one to crash his Eggmobile down so you can hit it. After destroying the animal capsule, you head right on to Oil Ocean. Just like the remastered Sonic 1, this is the definitive way to play Sonic 2.
So, what's my final opinion?
Sonic 2 is a huge improvement over Sonic 1. With the addition of Tails, Super Sonic, and the Spin Dash, it's a great game to play. Of course, there are still a few things I don't like, but it's not a lot. Overall, I give the original version a 6 out of 10. Much better than the first game, but still rough around some edges. The The 2013 remaster, I'll give a 9 out of 10, the definitive way to play one of the best Sonic games of all time. So overall, Sonic 2 averages out to a 7.5 out of 10.
But before we finish this review, there's something I want to talk about.
I'm sure a lot of you have heard of Sonic 2 HD. It's a fan-made project that recreates Sonic 2 in a beautiful hand-drawn art style. Right now, the 2.0 demo is available to download. It includes the entirety of Emerald Hill, Chemical Plant, and Hilltop. This game looks amazing, and I can't wait for the full version to come out. If you haven't checked this game out already, I highly recommend it. Link is in the description below.
So with that done, next time we're going to be taking a step back in terms of plot and jumping on over to a little add-on for the Genesis. So next time I will see you all with Sonic CD.